What up, kids? How's it
Hello.
going?
Hello, people.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hello, DJ Sound Effects. What up?
What it do, what it is.
So
We're
I
gonna
have nap hair. Please forgive me.
we're gonna change your name to Where's Trey, and then we're gonna have a little dash and put right here.
Right.
I mean, I can
Not
do that if you want.
only is he watching, he's participating. He's our guest host. He's our ghost tonight.
That is correct because Mr. Pineapples is still working on his TEDx speech.
And you know what? I'm gonna really have to interview him and say, did you really work on your TEDx speech? I don't think so.
I
I'm
think
just
you're
gonna
just
go
taking a
ahead.
vacation.
I think so. I think
Right.
he was. That's what he called it. I'm gonna work
Right.
on my speech.
Yeah.
Staycation.
Can you
Yes.
just say I
I
want
need
to
a
take some
break.
time off?
Yeah.
Yeah. How hard
We'll
is
let him.
it?
We'll totally let him.
We are not going to be mad about it.
Oh,
You know,
I
because-
am.
You know why? Because this is our show. We just do whatever the heck we want, anyways.
True that.
I mean, it's
True
whatever
that.
Wednesday, right?
It is Whatever Wednesday. So we're going to kind of stall here for a little bit, let some more people join us.
And give us the hearts, kids.
Give us the hearts. Oh, here it is. Give us the hearts. Give us the laughs.
Give
us
us your
the
money.
thumbs
Give
up.
us the hearts.
Right.
But don't give us any of the sad faces or anything like that.
Don't
Come
be
on now.
sad.
Angry faces, any of
Yeah.
that.
Don't give us
Yeah.
angry faces.
Because we will call you out. Like right
Yeah.
now, Chon gave us the heart.
Thank you, Chon.
So, Chon,
Always
you
so nice.
are
of
the
him.
man. And we love that you're always in the comments and trying to fill up as much of the screen as possible.
Today you're going to be covering me, Chon. So just be. You know what? You can. I have nap hair. It's totally fine. It's fine. It's fine.
All right. Well, let's start with our day. Let's start with our ghost guest host.
Yeah,
Sound
Ghost.
Effects.
Tell us.
How was your
So-
day?
My day was pretty good. I got some time with a good friend of mine, and we went to go eat at a pizza joint, and it was really good. And I got a haircut. I haven't had a haircut in over a month, so you probably can't tell because I have a beanie on, but I promise it's
Right.
So it must not be that good.
yeah. Well, I mean, I could show it, but I don't know if you would be able to see it or not.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, you can totally see it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's beanie hair now, but
Right.
Wow.
sides.
That face.
So what is that,
Won't
like
matter.
a 0 on the side?
That's a zero.
Yeah,
on
I
the
do
sides,
skin,
huh?
so I try to make sure that it's all gone because I don't like it. I don't like it like that.
Over the ears.
Yeah, I used to grow it out all the time when I was in middle school for the skater look. Now I can't get my beanie correct, and I look like a goofball. We'll
Right.
figure that out later.
Yeah, because you're like, oh wait, no, it's this side. Oh, it's this
Yep.
side.
I'm
then you
just gonna. There we go.
Mush
Not
up
with
the
the camera.
hair.
But no.
Noise.
Got to play some Mad Gab with the roommates because we never hang out, and it was a good time. And I crushed it on our
Wait.
last round.
Wait, what is that? Mad.
Gab.
Was
Please.
Lowell's participating?
You said what? No,
So
he's
was
actually
Lowell-
out of town.
Oh,
Oh.
we miss
Dustin's out
him.
of town. So have you never played Mad Gab?
Never played Mad Gab.
Never even
Wait,
heard
serious?
about it.
Wait, are you serious?
Sandy, that must be some white people stuff.
It is. Are you white people? Is that what that was?
So I've never heard of Mad Gabs. I promise. I don't have any clue what that is.
So basically, it's a double-sided card. It's got 4 phrases, 2 in the front, 2 in the back, but you have to guess what it's saying. But it's all chopped up words. So it's saying like, "I'll take the call now." It's like it'll say "I'll take the call now" or whatever. It's just you have to sound it out enough to guess what the phrase is, and your partner has the answer, but you have to guess it. So
Oh.
it's super hard. There's an easier. Okay, all right.
Way
I'm still
to cover
here.
Sandy Jones.
I'm still here, Chon.
That was awesome.
So, but yeah, no, I mean, Attack of the Clones. It just has phrases and sayings and everyday things, movie titles, but you have to guess
And
it.
they're really chopped up.
They're chopped up. They're in order, but you have to guess it. So it gets pretty
Oh.
frustrating.
This is
and
like a dyslexic's nightmare game.
oh yes, for sure, it'll ruin
yeah.
someone's night. But yeah, that was my day. So
Awesome. Well, thank you for introducing us to Mad Gab. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll have to
good
look
time.
at that one.
it's a team game. It's a big team family game. It's fun.
We've been playing Bananagrams.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
Oh, whatever. Oh my gosh.
I wouldn't be lying about stuff that I'd heard.
Right. So Bananagrams is similar to Scrabble, except you get to create your own thing. You get these, you get the letters, and you just build out words and a crossword in whatever you can using the word that you have.
Oh.
And then there's different variations of it. We've been playing lately where everyone gets 21 words or 21 letters, and then you flip them over, and whoever finishes their little thing first is a winner. And of course, I win most of the time. Because I used to be pretty good at Words with Friends. So, like, I know.
I hated that game, man. I'm
Tom
so bad
says no,
with games like
thank
that.
you.
So I played a lot of Words with Friends. So coming up with words is, it's a fun game for me anyway. So my family doesn't want me to play much anymore. So
Right. They don't appreciate your talents.
They
You need to
don't
go where you're
appreciate
appreciated.
my talents anymore. So
Just tell them to if they don't want to play, if they don't want to lose, then don't play.
yeah,
So-
and then I'm like, okay, I'll get 21 tiles over here and 21 tiles over here, and I have to finish both of mine before y'all finish yours.
there you go. That's a challenge.
Yeah.
And you do it
But
every
But
time.
not to him though.
They don't like that either.
That's hilarious.
You should see my oldest daughter roll her eyes. She's a professional eye roller. So tell me about your day, Cindy. Since you had a lot going on, right? It sounds like.
Okay, so I had a really good day today. Today's my niece's birthday. She's 13.
Hey.
Officially a teenager.
Whoa.
So we got her some ruffled cupcakes, but she was she was asleep today, so I didn't get to see her enjoy them.
Mhm.
So that was awesome. And then they had this little town, y'all. They had a little parade for her, and they carted their yard. So that was really, really sweet. But my office today was hilarious. I got a referral from a good friend of mine, and he's like, "Hey, I couldn't help him with this house. Maybe you can help him." So I'm like, "All right, let me plug everything in." And I see a water claim. So I'm like, cool. Usually no big deal. You just got to submit it to underwriting. So I had to call the gentleman because I have to get some details on the claim. And he was kind of hesitant to answer. So he tells me, well, what happened was my son was at home by himself, and he's a teenager. He said, and he clogged the toilet. And he went back to his room, put his earbuds in, and never heard the toilet overflowing and backing up into the house.
Oh.
So he caused
Quite a bit of damage.
probably about $4,000 worth of damage by the
Oh
time
my-
it was all said and done. And I was like, man, you just hear lots of things. But he was like, but he's better now. He's doing really good.
After you pay for the damages.
We're gonna have to exclude your son from your homeowner's policy. But
That's so rough.
so I thought that was pretty awesome. But yeah, he was like, he clogged the toilet. He put too much in there. So
So is that, they call that a gray water? Is it gray water, right?
you got poo. It's poo water.
I know.
That's
But
what
I
that
thought
is.
there was different terms of water damage, like if as far as like getting it repaired or something. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. Not that I know of, but maybe.
Because I may or may not have clogged up our.
I'm getting nauseous.
No. Not from the bathroom. I put stuff down the garbage disposal. So
Oh no.
that did not turn out well, but
Okay, so were you the one who flooded the house in Ruidoso with whatever you
No.
put down the garbage? Who was
No,
that?
that was not me. That was B.
Oh,
Oh my
Like
gosh.
you. So really quickly, we went to Ruidoso. We rented, was it a townhouse, 3-story, 4-story townhome for all of our family. And it was the last day. We're like, we made breakfast, we're getting ready to go, and all of a sudden the water from the sink is just like overflowing, and it's coming like down the stairs, like
Right.
and we're like, oh, do we have insurance for this?
Oh my gosh.
And we're like,
Gross.
whose name is it under? Oh, it's under B's. We're good.
Leave. Let's run. We have to go now all of a sudden.
Yeah, we were like putting towels on the walls.
Hi,
It was
Anita.
like, it was just crazy.
Yeah.
That was
So
fun.
I
anyway,
And it
I
happened
hope I
right at
never
the
have to
end too.
experience that.
Like we were all packed up, ready to go, and of course,
bags in hand, we're ready, and the water is coming down. I'm just like, oh my gosh, the mountains are calling me.
I hope I never have to experience that.
right,
Right. Yeah, I hope not either because you kind of panic. You do. I panic when I see water. I think one of my biggest fears is a toilet overflowing. That's a fear of mine. It's a legit fear of mine. And then when
Oh
this
yeah.
man's telling me this stuff, but anyway. So second thing that happened at work today, I had this lady come in. We were talking about life insurance, and she said, and this is a common question, Sandy. So if I buy this life policy today, will it cover if something happens in a week? And I said, look, if we don't misrepresent on the application, misrepresent means if we don't lie our butts off, if we tell them, hey, this man was diabetic, blah blah blah, and everything goes through underwriting, then yes, it'll cover. And there's more to that or whatever. And so she said, Sandy, you and I've been talking for a couple of years. I have other stuff of hers.
Here we
She
go.
said, I have come to learn that I do need to be more honest on my applications. And I'm like, you do listen because people like to misrepresent and say, no, I don't have 3 kids that are driving my Corvette, my Camaro, and my Charger.
right.
That you do. So I try to tell people, look, I know that it's going to cost you right now, but in the long run, it'll cost you more when you don't put those kids on the policy. Anyway, that was not her case, but something similar where she was not being honest on her application, and then it came back to bite her. So she's learning to be honest, and I'm like, I appreciate that.
And you're like, it's not me that you're getting in trouble with.
Right. Well, here's
Yourself.
what happened. This similar situation is I was on vacation, and so said person calls in and says, hey, well, we don't have this person on there. We're like, well, Sandy said I didn't have to add him. And I'm like, do you know that I could lose my job? I mean, I could lose my license for something like that. Like if I had actually said something like that. But anyway, yeah.
Wow.
So don't, I know it's expensive. Put those kids on the policy.
Yeah, you just need to buy them little Ford Escorts.
Right. They
You
don't need these nice vehicles. They don't.
They do.
And also, don't be lying on your
one.
life insurance stuff.
Right, exactly. So if I've already got a diagnosis, Sandy, that I have, maybe
It's happened. That's we use what I like to say is people call for life insurance when the barn is already on fire.
Oh my gosh.
We've had it. We had one young lady, I'll never forget it. She was diagnosed with Huntington's disease. And I didn't know the ins and outs of it. And so, I mean, now I know, but it's bad. It's terminal. And so she was trying to buy life insurance. And I'm like,
there's no way. No.
there's nothing we can do now.
Wow.
Yeah. So anyway, there's my insurance tip for the day.
Right.
Follow me for more.
Right.
But anyway, overall, great day. Learned a lot, taught a lot, all that good stuff.
Right. So, Sandy, I saw something. We'll go into my day right now. So,
Okay.
I saw something that you posted, and I was tagged in it, and it was about something about not snoring, and
Oh, that is so funny.
So, I go and take Jet. I take him to school. Then I come back, and the producer, her computer is in our bedroom, and it's like right there. And so she's like, "Hey, I got meetings this morning. Are you just gonna stay in bed?" Oh, of course, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna get up. And she accuses me of being so loud during her meetings that she had to mute like half the time.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, I don't even know what you're talking about. I wasn't even asleep.
I was resting my eyes.
I was watching all these TikToks. There's no way that I was snoring like that. So that's how my day started.
Oh my gosh.
Start out not snoring, then continue.
I was told that I snored really loud during the meetings. And I'm like, that microphone just picks up way too much. You need to turn down the sensitivity. So that's not
Get
my
it a toboggan.
Right, exactly. Yeah. It
Wind
needs a little windbreaker here, and that will make sure that you don't hear that. So, but yeah, so that's how my day started. then I went to lunch and got to the office. You know what? You go to sleep and you tell yourself, hey, I don't need to forget this in the morning. I don't need to forget this in the morning.
Oh, might as well say, forget this in the morning.
Right, exactly. I totally forgot something at the house after I get to the office around 12-ish. And
Wow, early bird.
right. I was right. I was there. And then so I had to go back to the house and then come back to the office, wrap it up and ship it. So it's something that's headed for one of our hosts. Yeah.
Nice.
So I got that. And I got my little piece of it. And so I was able to put in a little special surprise for her. So,
Well,
and then
cool.
I got home and I had to put this all together and, it's working great now. So it looks like it's the only thing is I put my what's it called? My spit thing here.
Your pop filter?
My pop filter
That's
coming
what I was
from
going to say, your
above.
pop socket.
Right. Yes. I have it coming from
Windscreen, your pop
above
filter.
when I used to have it coming from below. So now it's kind of into the screen. I don't know. We'll just see how that goes.
You just look professional. That's all it is.
Yeah. So what?
So Chon sent us some potties.
Yeah, just in
Good.
case.
Rachel had no idea. And then Carrie said, maybe you should just include middle name on policies, bean chip, pants on fire, Patty.
What's up, Carrie?
CPJ, thank you for joining us tonight. Anita.
Man, it's funny that she says that. It kind of works into something that I've seen. Servers would put weird names and bartenders would put weird names on the tickets, and it would come back and bite them in the butt.
Oh no!
Because
They collect everything at the end of the night, right?
yeah, well, so basically, let's say that I was sitting at the bar and they're like, they don't know my name. Instead of being polite and ask me what you want the name of the tab to be, they just make up something like Asian guy or whatever. But
Oh my god!
but there's been a couple servers that weren't smart and didn't realize, and it shows up on the ticket. It's like that Asian guy's ticket or something. Like, and I would have to tell new bartenders, I'd be like, don't do something mean. Like say red jacket, red shirt, something like that. Not bitch at the end of the,
Oh my god!
bar.
You know that's what I'd be like. Heifer.
Exactly.
Aaron.
Like, heifer. Let's leave those out. Ugly teeth.
Oh wow!
Looks like
Snaggletooth.
looks like sloth.
Oh
Those.
my God. I was listening to a crime show on the way home, and the guy was dubbed the Snaggletooth Killer when you said that.
Oh my god!
Right, exactly. Oh.
We call ourselves out for our language.
I was speaking in English. Yeah. So yeah, that was right.
Did you mispronounce Asian? I bet you did.
I think I did. I think that's what I had said. We were talking about beaches.
Yeah.
In Lubbock.
Remember, we brought benches on the show.
Right. Oh, wait, isn't he supposed to be working on his...
I know. Always working on something.
Always working on something.
Doesn't catch anything else, but he'll catch that.
Yep. Oh yeah. Doesn't even add to the conversation, but as soon as I mention beaches, then
we just lost a viewer.
It's over for you. It was probably him.
He's like, they got a rag on. Oh, Trey, you didn't get the thing about having the red jacket or sweater?
I have one somewhere. I honestly was gonna, when we were starting up, I was like, should I be wearing red?
Oh, look at this. Look at this comment. But you can say pinche.
Call them out.
Like pinche.
Thank you, Anita. Oh, wait.
Not
so.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we had a guest lined up.
We did. I had an awesome, lovely friend that you guys are going to love, but she is experiencing a little bit of morning sickness. It's like the week-long sickness. So
oh wow,
So she is going to reschedule, and you guys are going to love her. But so we're stuck with the ghost.
We're stuck with the ghost. Right.
We're going to be interviewing a ghost.
Yeah, and so we're
really
basically
cool
we're like definitely winging it today. So. So what we thought we would do is that we updated our slides on our 2 cents. Wait, hold on. So we're gonna do that and let you know. Do we have it? Oh, there it
Get
goes.
ready for the numbers, but we're gonna have a we're gonna try to protect consumers today.
Oh yeah. Do you want to do that one?
Yeah, let's do that one real quick since that
Let's
one's
do that one first.
Let's protect consumers now.
Let's protect consumers. Let me see if I can bring it up.
Oh, it reminds me of oh my gosh, y'all! If y'all listen to if you ever listen to Kid Craddock, he would have a consumer watch. I don't know if y'all ever it was like consumer watch. Yeah.
Yeah. So Trey, Mr. Pineapples, is wearing the red.
Oh, look.
I can put on my hoodie, guys. It's that big of a problem.
No, that's okay.
We'll allow it.
Okay, so kind of set the stage for this one, Sandy.
So I'm on TikTok a lot, most of my days.
Every day.
Every day, especially when during webinars. I'm always doing webinars. But anyway, today was really good one because I hadn't even thought about it. So apparently there's this scam and it's coming back around. And this young lady is I guess a hotel manager. And so these are scams that are popping up in hotels. So she gives us some solid advice. But basically, this is going out to people that are maybe thinking about being in the service industry, hotel service industry, because I'd never even heard about this, you guys. So this is kind of all new to me. So Joe's having to log in and having some issues. But anyway, I can only explain it so much before I give it away.
Like, take it.
Before I do a spoiler alert. But anyway, if you guys haven't been on TikTok, y'all need to be. Oh, Eric, he's not been watching the show. I'm like, horrible husband.
Oh my goodness, he really hasn't been watching.
No, so then he's like, hey, that guy that came out with a Butter song. And I'm like, Joe debuted it on the show if you'd have been watching. So.
I know I played this yesterday and it worked.
Yeah, so is it not working? Darn it.
Let me see if I can.
Thank you for calling.
Okay, it'll play. So y'all heard that, right?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna go.
Okay, here we go, kids.
This won't be big. Or maybe I can
So
do
this is the manager reenacting the call. So you listen, because we're here for you.
Hotel, this is AJ. How can I help you? Room 123. If you want to be transferred to that room, I will need the name of the guest that you're looking for. I know that they're in 123. I just talked to them. And I'll definitely transfer you if you can just give me the name of the guest that you're looking for, please. It's Johnson. That's not the name registered to that room. It wouldn't be her name registered to the room. And you know what? I think I got it wrong. I think it's 223. Okay, let me just call up to that room and let them know that I'll be transferring a phone call up, okay? Now let me show you what can happen with an inexperienced guest service agent. Room 123. One moment, let me transfer you. Hello? Hi, this is Stephen from the front desk. There's a problem with your credit card. It's being declined.
Oh, wow.
Can you please give me the credit card number, the expiration date, and the 3 digits on the back, and we'll get this all fixed up for you.
Wow.
Oh, okay. This is a really old scam, but it's making its way back around again, so I thought you should know. Thank you for calling my hotel. This is
Wow.
See, us unsuspecting folk would have never have thought anything different. You're just like, oh, okay, well, here you go.
Right. That is just so shiesty.
And that's why I don't have a credit card. I'm just playing.
Right. So, Mr. Jamie would like to remind us you have to be careful showing videos, or we might get kicked off.
Videos.
And
yeah,
then
pronounce videos.
Chon is like, no, thank you.
That's crappy, man. I hate that people are trying to always scam other people.
Yes. You know, one time someone bought some face creams on my, and they were like, it was like almost $1,000 that they were trying to push through. And I'm like, girl, what is the name of those creams, first of all? And what all do they do for you?
And how many are you buying?
And how many are you buying? It's like a set of something. I'm like, oh my gosh. No wonder you have to steal
Yeah.
that.
They had a whole bunch. I mean, literally like 2 or 3 times a day, I'll get your car's warranty is about to expire. I mean, literally, it's making its way back around. Like since the beginning of the year, I've not gotten at least 3 calls a day, and I'm like, it's some other random part of Kentucky. I'm like, don't know the number, sorry. And so they'll leave a 3-second voicemail every time, and I listen just to see if there's anything on the other line. But like, they never end up doing anything with that. So I hate that stuff so much. It's a different number every time. So if you block it, it won't matter.
Well, then they spoof your number. I had people that'll call me back and they're like, you just called me. And I'm like, no, I didn't. And they were like, well, what'd you want? I didn't call you. I feel like my number's been spoofed. And they're like, you lying bench. That was not true.
Unbelievable. I can't believe they even would bring that out.
Yeah. I'm like, what?
And then have you guys ever gotten the text threads where somebody will add the first 3 digits of your regular number and just have a random text thread and texting?
Yes. Well, I've been invited to watch Jessica several times. Like if I click on this link, I can watch her, but I've never done it. And it's like a group of people. It's like sent out to different random text, different numbers.
It'll have the same, the same area code or whatever, but the first 3 digits of your actual number, and then the last 4 are like all random people, and it'll just be in there. And I don't know, they just started up, and I'm in a couple of them, and I'm obviously gone now, but I don't know, it's really random.
Yeah, the one that I got, and I think I posted it on Facebook. It's like, hey, want to watch Smooth Skin, somebody or other? And I'm like, what do you use for lotion? Like, I never get a response back, but that's the stuff that I like to do. I troll back.
So there's this one YouTuber that will actually keep scammers on the phone for as long as he possibly can.
Yes.
And,
he's on Twitch.
Yeah, and then he uses the old lady voice.
Yes.
It's just amazing how long he keeps them on, because they'll be like, I need you to get a gift card, and he'll be like, so is this going to keep my son out of jail? My grandson out of jail? I don't really want him to go to jail. And he's just like frustrating the scammer, like, to no end. It's
there's
so amazing.
There's one where he actually gets money from them somehow. And so like he goes, oh, okay, so uninstall here. No, do not uninstall. Okay, uninstalling now. And he just, no. And so they're obviously just like trying so hard to get them to fail. And so, yeah, I love that guy. He's a king. He's amazing.
Right. And he keeps them on the phone for a long time. It's just, he's like, if the longer I keep them on the phone, the less chance they have of trying to scam somebody else. So
see,
he's
not
amazing.
all heroes wear capes. So Anita wants to know, Jamie, are you the police this evening? And then Carrie says, someone in Utah is really wanting to help me with my student loans. Isn't that so nice? Literally, have never had $1 in student loans. I know. Same.
Right. And that Nigerian prince that's going to leave me some money, I can't wait for him.
My God.
I've already sent over all my information. I'm just waiting for him.
Right.
What's really bad? I don't know if you guys have ever gotten this, but I have literally gotten an email, and it's official. It looks official from Apple, and it says that there's a security problem with your account, whatever. But the thing is, the site looked so legit that I can normally call BS normally, like right from the cuff. I didn't. And this was like a couple years back, and I'm okay, everything's fine. But I had to call Apple and say, yo, here's the situation. They're like, you need to report it right now. I'll take the URL, all that stuff. But it looks like a legit licensed Apple community customer service site. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So they're getting really good at scamming people. That's for sure.
So there's one that I just got from
Netflix does that too.
Oh, Netflix. Yeah. And then somebody, if you try to sell something, they'll text you and they'll be like, hey, were you selling this number, or were you selling this item on Facebook? And it's got a link. And on that link, it's actually a Facebook spoofing page, so it can get you to log in because it's asking you to log in, so they can get your Facebook login. So if you are not selling anything on Facebook, and then all of a sudden you get a text that you are selling something, do not go on there and fill out your password and username. So it's just a crazy fish. It's called phishing, phishing. So they're just that's how they do that. So
the same goes for those that get hacked on Facebook, and it goes, it's like, hey, this is you doing this. It's like all these faces, and so when you click on that, they want you to enter your password and username and password, some more phishing. And so people have done it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to tell them they've been hacked.
Right.
So
yeah. And my mom has called me a couple times because she's like, there's someone that called me that said that I have a arrest warrant and they're about to send the sheriffs over.
Yikes.
I'm like, no, Mom, it's not. She's like, I don't want to even answer the door. And I'm like, no, Mom, you're fine. It's okay.
So, speaking of that, I've actually had a sheriff's office call me because someone falsified information and gave them my number.
Oh, it's called swatting, right? You were almost swatted, right?
No. Well, I was at work, so I'm like, I called back because it was a whole voicemail, and so I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but this is false information, and I have no. She's like, okay, we'll take it down. This. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. But it was actually real. So it was like, I'm like, because like I don't even know what was going on, but like I was some situation where I was the contact and like all kinds of crazy stuff was going on, but I'm like,
wow,
I don't know what's happening. I'm glad I called back. Nothing would have happened anyway, but it was just crazy.
Imagine they come knocking at your door, so you're ignoring us now.
Right.
Mr. DJ sound effects.
Exactly. No, the way that you could tell it's a scam is because they're like, hey, you owe this much money.
Sure.
And so, my mom's a little bit older, so, it just scared the crap out of her. And I'm like,
yeah.
So it always drives me crazy.
CPJ says Netflix $40,000 to tell him I don't pay our bills.
Oh my God.
Okay, so let's set up this other TikTok that you sent over.
Okay, so this other TikTok, I'm just scrolling on down, and then I see this, and it is in Spanish. You might want to turn down the volume because language on this one. But anyway, there's like, right. Joe probably did not catch that. I didn't want Joe to catch that. I just saw this. The background was what caught my eye, and so I sent this to Joe, even though of course he wouldn't understand any of what it said.
No, but that's okay. That's
okay. All you need to know is just watch this. You guys are working and look at the background.
Ya valimos verga.
What in the world?
Yeah.
SpaceX?
I think it is.
I thought maybe it was like
Wow.
Oh my God. Huh.
So is it SpaceX, you think?
There's been a lot of like stuff going on in the sky, and most people aren't ready. And SpaceX doesn't really ever like announce that they're doing things, so they just do it.
Right,
They're like, "Oh, it's aliens!" So like that might be SpaceX. I don't know.
You know what was funny though, because I like to read through the comments on the ones and they're just like, "Look, the end of the world," and they're just finishing up their job.
Yeah, that guy turns back around, and the one's like, "Man, it's the end," and he just keeps putting on his like, because if it isn't, I'm gonna still need to finish this. So
I still need to make rent. So I mean, it's whatever.
Right? Yeah. It's like
the end is the end. Let's start.
So that's like way over there. So
Inquiring wants to know, Hefe, what did you say? And he says, no Skylink. That is not Skylink. Because I saw some pictures of Skylink and it didn't look like that. Oh. What is an asteroid or a falling debris look like? Halley's Comet. What does that look like? Is that maybe a possibility?
Well, Halley's Comet is super slow and you see it for several days. Or any comet that passes by. You'll see it for several days. Like the Hale-Bopp is actually closer to us than Halley's Comet is. So, but it's just a big, huge chunk of rock, and it just looks like it's just floating in the sky. But yeah, that looks more like something from SpaceX or something like that. But
Well, said Skylink
Speaking-
looks like a bunch of dots in the sky in a straight line.
I like the next one.
Astrophotography.
Okay, so I totally thought it did look like sperm. I'm not even kidding.
Oh my
I was like, it's a magnified sperm. Haha, oops, earthworm is what she totally meant to say. No, I did too, especially when he zooms in on it. I'm like, this is fake.
No, it looks pretty real, whatever it is.
Yeah, no, it was. So
That's pretty
anyway,
cool.
I mean, I saw several good ones, but those are the only two that really stayed with me today.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Awesome. Yeah, we need some numbers. Give us
Chon
some numbers.
has given us number 10. Thank you so much for being on the ball, Mr. Chon.
Yes. Oh, he did. Oh, way up there.
Yeah, way up.
Yeah, because I was like, where is that at?
Right.
I was like, did I miss
I'm
that?
reading it. I'm reading his mind today.
Okay, so yeah, let's wait a few seconds here. We know we got number 10. I'm going to go ahead and pull this up.
CPJ says 4.
Okay. Move this over here.
Anita says 3.
Sweet. Okay, we got some. So let's start with. Wait, where's 10? This is actually not 10. This one's 10.
B says 2. B, have you been in the comments? We kind of talked about you a little bit.
Yeah.
That time you flooded Rio, so just in case.
Add to stream number 10. Should you tell your friends if they are dressed poorly?
Did you guys hear that?
Yes.
Yes. That was not lols.
Did you hear what he said?
He said
No,
yes.
we didn't.
Never mind. Good.
Okay, good. Sandy, we'll start with you.
Okay, if you know me, you know that I'm going to be telling my friend, like, oh my God. Like, what are you wearing? So we had a running joke when we like something. We're like, oh my gosh, where'd you get that tacky shirt at?
Oh my gosh.
Yes. So anyway, I said that to somebody that wasn't in a car conversation. Anyway, they're like, oh, they didn't know when I meant tacky, that it was actually something that I liked. And so anyway, I had to explain to them, and they were like, yeah, sure.
Oh man.
You're like, no,
But-
for real.
Yeah, no, for real. No, I feel like if you're a friend and they know you, that you could probably tell them if they dress poorly. I think so. That's my 2 cents.
Trey?
DJ?
Yeah, I would say yes, but it's funny because like for me as a guy, I really don't care like what I'm wearing most of the time. If I'm going to an event, for example, I care a little more. But if like I have a friend who's going out looking like a rucksack, then yeah, I'll tell him, hey, bro, you probably need to put something else on. It's more for formal events because I kind of let people live their life and wear whatever they want to wear. But if they look like coming into church looking like a schlob, I'm gonna be like, hey, bro, probably should wear a button down at least, and then your cargo shorts can be there and your sandals too, I guess. But
Your sandals with socks.
Right.
yeah, your
Joe-
tourist look is working out really well.
This goes back to you guys for Monday episode. Your friend wore white socks. Did y'all tell him that was poor?
I did tell him, but he didn't have it was too late.
Oh,
So,
okay. Okay.
it's just like- it was just too late. It was just
But
too
you,
late, so
but you did let him know that was not cool.
I'll let them know, but I'm not gonna like tell them they can't hang out with me because they're dressed poorly.
Right.
Because
You
I'm
can't
probably
sit
the
here.
dude that's making fun of them.
Right. Thank you for wearing that, and I can
Yeah.
laugh at your expense.
That's crazy. So what are they telling us there?
Okay, so Chon said yes, he would. Anita said no. Carrie said Trey was at lols. Haha, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the social and distancing show says I wear cargo to church.
I mean, I do too, but if I'm going on stage, then I'm not. I'm going to be wearing jeans or like pants. Like, I made that mistake once. It was bad
All right.
To wear cargo shorts.
on stage. It looks tacky.
I gotcha.
All right.
I help with singing from time to time.
We're up to 4.
Yes.
Okay.
4,
ready?
3, 2.
What
Oh,
is
no.
the longest you have waited in line for food /table?
Joe.
Wow.
Yes, I know exactly.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
So Sandy and I have waited probably the same time.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. It was just
I can't
crazy.
even tell you how long it was.
It was at least 2.5 hours.
Oh my God. What? Where were y'all
Yes.
eating? Denny's?
So we were in San Antonio.
No. Never wait that long for Denny's.
Right.
Never wait 2 minutes for Denny's.
The producer's sister was graduating college. And yeah, that's her.
Yes.
That's her.
Moments.
It's her fault.
Her fault. She wanted to take us to this
Come on,
place.
B.
She's like, this is the place we have to go. Oh, okay, Trey.
What did he do?
I think he just disconnected. Man, Sandy, that was the longest I have.
I think I was
Ever.
falling asleep.
We were all trying to do, and the problem was it was graduation, so there wasn't really any place else that we could get that we would have been able to go.
So here, look at this. I think this is why he left. What about telling your son? Is this why you left?
Oh, about what he wears. That's about if he's dressed poorly.
Yeah, that's why he hopped out of here.
I clicked on my mouth and it's the refresh button. So
Oh, that's awesome.
back and forward button.
Yeah, it was at least 2 hours. I would say 2.5, almost 3 hours because, man, it was miserable. And
It
to
was.
top that off, we get there and they have a limited menu and we aren't really all sitting together. We're sitting in proximity of each other.
Wow.
Within
There's
yelling distance.
Yeah, we were in yelling distance. There was like 20 of us, right? Or 15. It was like 15, 20 of us.
It was a good group of us. I can't even remember.
Mhm.
But yeah. That was probably the longest, and
The
I'll never do
last
that
time
again.
that we-
Right. B, we're never gonna do that for you again.
Never, ever. We'll go to McDonald's before we wait that long again.
Right. Yes. So Renee says, I refuse to wait in line for food. I'm not doing that at all. I'll wait 25 minutes for a table only if I have an adult beverage to sip on. And that's a good rule. Like if you have access to the bar,
Yeah.
like we're going to be really good friends and I can tolerate a lot more
Wow.
if I have something in my hand.
Right. So Trey, how long have you waited?
Yeah, I would say I can't tell you I've waited that long. My parents might have for something, but we've all gone to places together and they've told us an hour wait, and we really wanted to eat there, so we waited that long, and it was outside, and it was I want to say. See, I don't even remember the restaurant's name because it wasn't worth it apparently. So
Yeah, really.
Exactly.
that's the thing is like calling in is one thing and saying, hey, how long's your wait time? But getting there, finding out that it's going to be an hour and plus change wait time, it's just like, let's pick somewhere else.
Right.
Like, I don't know. It's just not worth it in my head.
And this is the thing too about like hosts and people at the front door. They usually will overestimate in hopes that
Yeah.
you will leave.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because, we'll tell them, hey, it's going to be like 15, 20 minutes. They're like, okay, 45 minutes to an hour.
Right.
So we don't have to serve you.
Yeah. So it's like, we don't want to be this busy. We want people to leave. We weren't trying to shut down. So, but yeah, this one was, she said it was going to be a while. And by a while, it was 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
We were able to watch a boxing match.
Oh my
Right.
gosh.
Pay-per-view. Mr. Jamie says 1 minute longer than I should have. And then a huge fan of large groups renting a room or eating at a park. Restaurants are set up for 6 or less. They are not set up for a back-to-back tables for 20.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm from the restaurant world too, and I understood that, but man, it was brutal.
That's rough.
And we blame B every time.
Right. And you know what? To this day, I hate that restaurant. I couldn't even tell you where it was.
Right. Exactly.
What I ate that night, I probably didn't even eat anything. I was like, oh, I'm so over it.
Right, exactly. They could have served us hot dogs and we would have been fine because we were starving.
Yes. Anita says, waited hour and a half on Mother's Day.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was that at the Asparagus Garden?
Right? Let's all rush Sonic. Get in the cars, y'all.
That is the worst place to get food from if you're in a hurry. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
They're
yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this. Sorry, guys, but y'all love me. Yes, but we'll never do that again, B.
We'll never do that again.
They love you this much.
Okay.
But now
B
they love you this.
said number 2, right? So let's see what number 2 is. Is it okay to share your streaming service login?
What?
Oh.
No.
Your Netflix password, your
Oh,
wait.
The Hulu, the Disney.
the Hulu, the Disney Plus, you know, is
What
it
else
okay?
is out there?
I would say yes to trusted people. Not that I have friends that are untrustworthy, but if there are multiple accounts on one account or multiple profiles on one account, you're only going to be able to have 2 people streaming Netflix at once. So if everyone and their sister's trying to watch it,
I pay for the 4 stream.
there you go. Order from another restaurant, have it delivered to you at the restaurant. That's perfect.
We should have ordered pizza.
Right. Oh, we should have. We totally should have. So, in response to this question, I have a broke little best friend who I love, very near and dear to my heart, my little sonner. And I do allow him to have my Netflix. And because he can't do the Hulu, because that tells you, oh, you're not logged in at this address, but he does have my Netflix. And that's about it that I would allow anybody else to do it.
So I just give mine to everybody.
Hey, you might as well just post in the chat right now.
Right.
If you could.
So go
Yeah,
ahead if you want his username
If
and
you want my
password.
username and password, just message me and I'll hand it over.
He'll help you, all you poor people out there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No, I actually only share mine with my mom. So, like, she has our
Not
Disney.
even your family.
What do you mean, my family?
Like your immediate family.
No, yeah, they have it all.
I'm joking.
See, and it's funny because before, so on our previous internet, we had data caps, so we could only, you only do so much. But we
Gotcha.
were like busting through that. Like it was just here's the level, and we would just go poof. And so it was so nice to finally get unlimited internet because it was just crazy.
Yeah.
How much we stream in my house.
Real quick, Mr. Pina would like to let us know that he is working on his speech, as a matter of fact.
Oh my
And
gosh.
here is an
Okay.
excerpt from his speech.
Okay.
Joe, would you like to read that, or can I
Yeah.
make that?
An
Okay.
excerpt from my speech. Now, you may ask why I came to that idea. I wish the answer was simple. Have you ever found yourself in a position where you say yes to something and you don't fully understand what you are committing to? Well, that is sort of where I found myself.
Mr. Pineapples, I'm pretty sure that we helped you with that.
Right?
That last time.
I had the hand gestures if you could see. So.
Where Trey, did he exit?
Trey, did he get kicked off again?
Right. Renee says only her dad.
That's
Sandy, if people see your Netflix watches, oh, I know.
Oh,
People
no.
would be like, what is going on here?
awesome. Right.
Anita, you could not handle my Netflix. I promise you could not handle it.
Yeah, Sandy already has FBI monitoring her anyway.
You
Oh
don't
my
have to worry
gosh.
about it. They sure are. They sure are. And then Alex's girlfriend shared a shirt to me, says, my favorite essential oil is chlorophyll. And I'm like, yes, it is. So you know I'm being double watched.
So
Right, exactly.
don't ask me how I know this. Speaking of chlorophyll, they do not portray it in movies well because it's not a one-hit knockout thing. You probably already talked about this, Sandy.
I thought it was
I've not.
chloroform.
Chloroform.
Chlorophyll's for the plants.
I was like, chlorophyll is for the plants, right?
I paid attention in science. Hello.
I love science. I just didn't put the 2 and 2 together.
It was my fault.
Yeah,
I
Now
said
you know
chlorophyll.
that Hollywood's lying to you.
So you're saying it's not just to cover the mouth and they fall down.
It takes
asleep.
several minutes for that to actually knock you out.
Wow.
So the whole
Serial
Putting
killer.
So what
form of
you're
me.
saying, Trey, is I can't believe everything I see in the movies.
not
Is
at
that
all,
what you're
or
telling
the
me?
internet. Actually, if you want to go that far,
What? That's really weird.
No, if it's on the internet or on TV, it has
It's
to be
real.
true.
it
Because
has to be
Abe
true.
Lincoln even quoted it. Take that.
Oh my gosh! You know, Abraham Lincoln used to be a pro wrestler.
Yes, he did. Listen
Yeah.
to this. We have another excerpt from his.
Okay, here we go. Too many years ago, a friend had jokingly said that we should start a radio show together. After enough time, we attempted to start a podcast in the holiday of 2019. Ha ha ha! I swear, if you heard our proto episode, you would have loved it. Now, the reason I say if you heard it is because guess who forgot to hit the record button? That freaking guy. That freaking guy. There was an awesome podcast. And it was actual podcast, Mr. Pineapples.
That's so sad. He said the word.
Yeah, I'm surprised we don't have axes in here. So I feel like the ha 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 would have been like, ha ha ha.
So I need to work on my.
Yes. And Sean said, no, thank you. And Renee says, knock your plants out. What did those
So you
poor
put
plants ever do to you?
Chlorophyll and
Chloroform on the chlorophyll.
Right.
Man.
And Sean does not want you to partake in the chlorophylls and chloroforms.
No, not at all. Okay, there's another number. There was
Which
another
one was
number.
it? Let's see. Let me scroll up. We did 432
Mm-hmm.
and
Did you do
10.
10?
We did not. Oh, we
Yes.
did 10.
Okay.
Okay, just
No,
pick
no,
one.
we did. Okay, let me do one. Here we go.
Perfect.
Here we go. Oh, it's like y'all
I
are
was
waiting on me. Is it better to cut toxic friends off completely or just ignore them and hope that they go away on their own?
Trey,
Trey?
start with
That's
you.
tough. That's tough because for me, I mean, I'm the person where I would go to them and talk to them about it. And literally, if they don't change or realize what's happening, then I can't help them, So I would probably, I'm not the person to block people or unfriend people or all that. So I would probably just stop talking to them altogether. That's how I just deal with things, because I mean, if you're not willing to make the effort to be in a friendship, there's no point in me making effort to maintain what you're not wanting to maintain, or at least put in effort. So I would probably ignore them if we can't resolve something. So that's just my 2 cents.
Okay.
Oh, that was
I was
good.
waiting for you to let me know
Yeah,
when to jump
because
in.
that was good.
So I feel that toxic people can't be helped. And if they can, I'm not a licensed therapist. So I'm just basically going to ignore them. I'm not going to waste my time. Like, if you're toxic, I'm not going to talk to you. I mean, I'm fixing to be 40. I don't have time for that shit, man. We're too grown for that. Like, if that's how you want to live your life with all that toxicity, go for it. I'm done. I'm out. I might have entertained you in my 20s, but right now,
Right.
and that's my
Well,
2 cents.
Well, I'm about to turn 25, so
Yes.
I don't really. So I have no problems like cutting people out, but I haven't had to do that in a while.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it's just I don't interact with them, or they're not really friends. Like, we
Yeah.
have all these Facebook friends, but I
Sure.
wouldn't say that they're like friends. So, it's just not like I'm not hanging out with me. I have a core group of friends, but none of them are toxic. So it's like all the toxic ones are on my Facebook feed and that I don't really interact with. It's just kind of fun to
Yeah.
watch them implode.
Right.
Exactly.
So Renee would like to know, isn't ignoring them cutting them off?
So I was kind of thinking of like when you just like block them, unfriend them, and totally remove them from your life.
Physically cut them off.
Yeah, where ignoring is like, you're not going to unfriend them or anything. You're just not going to respond and that type of stuff. Is
So
that the
I
same?
did this like a year ago where someone that I would thought was like, oh my gosh, like you're not good for my soul, for my spirit. So I blocked them. I deleted them. I blocked them. Like I don't want them to have any part of my life. I mean, they get this after show, but anyway. This Carrie says it is better to take responsibility for your own emotional tank and remove yourself if it is truly toxic. But I think that word is overused.
Yeah.
It
is overused, but I like it. I like to tell people, oh, they're toxic.
Right. Yeah. It's very descriptive. Like,
yes.
Like if you hear that word, you know that is just beyond abnormal. It's
so in the gaming world, it means literally someone on your team and they're being the most negative they could possibly be. So they're being toxic, meaning they're not being helpful to the morale or helping the team or anything like that. But in the world, it's honestly kind of the same thing. They might not be as aggressive, but it's someone you don't want to have in your life. So yeah, on a regular basis, I guess.
Right.
So Renee says, I mean, Britney Spears is toxic and very entertaining, so maybe. Poor Britney.
Exactly. Yeah. Like if she were my Facebook friend, there's no way that I would have unfriended her. I would watch that train wreck.
I'm currently I'm currently keeping tabs on a dumpster fire that's occurring on one of mine. And I didn't do anything. I'm just watching this with my popcorn.
Right. Exactly.
And Chon says, I'm not really sure what this number would be, Chon.
I don't know. That's a big number.
It's 50 Google.
Okay.
It's so big it cut out me and Sandy.
Right. And Jamie says, I cut her out of my life a long time ago, but brought her back in recently. Are you talking about me? I feel like that was directed at me.
I'm feeling attacked.
I feel like it was personally attacked behind me.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, yeah. Yes.
I'm going to go now.
DJ Sound Effects, what do you have planned for this weekend, or what do you got coming up?
Honestly, I've got a couple things. There is this giant teen event that's going to happen for our church, and our church is hosting it. It won't be in person; it'll be over Zoom, but we're excited about that. Get a lot of people to come through and just see faces that we haven't seen in a long time. It's for our body of churches. It's kind of all around the Ohio Valley, so that'll be cool. And probably not a whole lot of anything else. So probably chilling, maxing, and relaxing back at the house.
But something happens on Sunday, though, doesn't it?
Trey's like, what?
My show. I mean, this is a given. It's every Sunday night.
Right. If you want to go ahead and plug it, you can. So
I can. Awesome. Sweet. So for those of you who do not know about my show, and Gabby's show and Carrie's show, it is called the Strange Connection Show. And we will be talking about something very interesting. So I hope you guys can come and see. I don't know. I don't want to reveal what. I'm
excited about this one.
Yes, I'm excited. Yeah. It'll be really cool. I want you guys to see it. If you haven't seen our promo already, you should go and check that out. I know who it is. Just don't want to say it. I don't want to spoil it for those who have not seen it. So,
yeah. So tune in.
Think of it like this. Never mind.
This is a really good question.
It involves ships.
Yes, like battleships, championships.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bar chips.
Why are only giant teens invited? That's a really good question, Chuck.
That's a great question.
Teens invited.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You said it's a giant teen
event.
I
don't know. You said giant teen event. So is that like Attack on Titan giants?
Yes, actually, the event is corralling them together, and so they can't eat anybody. So
So
Oh,
the
I see.
vertically challenged teens are not allowed.
they are not. Sadly, that's for that's another segment called Lord of the Rings, and where
Oh.
and it's about the dwarf that I'm just playing.
So
That
Nolan says, "Well, I may have to come watch then to find out."
Mm-hmm.
And they have giant
what's
teens
up,
in
Nolan?
Ohio.
Wow.
Wow, Nolan is saying what's up? What's up? Sandy, what do you got going this weekend?
Okay, so I have Miss Natalia. Y'all remember she was on our show, and she's coming on. Apparently, this kid loves Stephen King, and she reviewed a book, and she wants to share it on Sandy Talk Sheet. So she's going to talk sheet about that, and I'm going to talk some murder sheet with her to tell her this is where this was inspired from. So anyway,
Nice.
y'all hopefully y'all can tune in because she's and super cute.
Oh yeah, and she's like super intelligent for her age. It's crazy.
I know.
Wow.
I have to study for this. She's like talented than I am, smarter than I am.
Right, exactly. So I will actually be going to DFW this weekend.
Oh, what's over there?
I will be filming my very first tutorial for photography. So
Ooh.
it's going to be pretty cool. I have an idea of, I even worked on the outline today to try to make sure that we can get all the filming in the right spots and stuff like that. And then Mr. Pineapples is interrupting my story.
I know.
And then on Saturday, I have a bunch of photo shoots lined up. So it's going to be a really busy weekend for me. So
Will you have a snippet of what you're shooting for us?
I will
show?
have a snippet. What do you mean a snippet?
Because you said you're filming something. Will you show us a little bit of what you're going to be filming?
Oh yeah. Well, so if you follow me on Instagram, I'm sure I'll have some behind the scenes stuff. So it'll be cool for you guys.
We
to
have
kinda
your
see.
muse, me on a horse.
Right, exactly. No. I thought
Man,
he was
I
going to
don't
say he's going to be in a mermaid tail as a merman. Oh, can you guys please go to our YouTube and subscribe to it, please? Oh, wait. Here we go. Guys, we need you to go to our YouTube and subscribe to it, okay? Hit that subscribe button, smash the bell.
Am I getting a bad connection?
And then, because when we get to 100 subscribers, it'll be awesome. We'll do a giveaway of a free
High five.
chlorophyll.
We'll find something.
Chlorophyll.
Some
Green
chloroform. Chlorophyll.
Some arsenic. We'll find something.
We'll
In our
find something.
bathroom.
We'll give you something. So, yeah.
A virtual high five.
Well, today is our last day of the week. We will be back on Monday, and Mr. Pineapples will be joining us as well because he'll be done with his speech by then.
He's going to rehearse it for us on Monday.
Oh, that would be cool.
Did y'all know that? He is going to rehearse it. Oh, and he's going to be giving you a free gift card on Monday if you tune in. That's crazy.
Exactly. Amazon? Best Buy?
Right.
But yeah, so everyone, we want to thank you for tuning in. We love these winging episodes. Well,
I do.
Sandy and I do. We love it when we wing it. Mr. Pineapples likes to be a little bit more organized, but you know.
Yeah, he sent me a
I'm
calendar. He's like, here's a calendar, put stuff down. And I'm like, what even is a calendar?
Wait, a calendar for the show? Crazy. So, Trey, do you know your part?
I do actually.
Oh,
Guys? Oh, well, not anymore.
Sean coming in clutch with that screen
yes,
cover.
he did. That was perfect. How does he get it just right?
I know.
I got you a special one.
All
One
right.
sec.
All right.
I don't want it to. Here, you know what? I'm going to mute my.
So Carrie said 100 subscribers equals sheep from Sandy. Dandy.
Please remember to wash your hands.
For at least 20 seconds.
You filthy animals. Oh crap! I always do this, man.
Look at this. I feel like I work with children sometimes.
Sometimes.
What is that even supposed to mean, Mr.
Why-
Pina?
Unbelievable. All right, y'all have a good night.
Good night, everybody.
Love you guys.
It's the social distancing show. How did you not know? How did you not know? It's the social distancing show. How did you not know? How did you not know? It's the social distancing show. How did you not know? How did you not know? It's the social distancing show. How did you not know? How did you not know?